Alright, so today it's Foundation Friday. This is where I try out new foundation every single Friday on my channel, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I always get comments saying, am I saying supper time? No, Pacific time, PST. Today I actually wanted to review a foundation that I haven't heard anything about, and I actually bought it a couple years ago now. Is it still good? I don't know. It seems fine. But anyway, oh god, there's an expiration date. Oh, we're good. 2021. Just noticed that. Anyways, I bought this in Shanghai a couple years ago when I was there in their Etude house store. I did vlog, I'm pretty sure, in that store. So I'll link the Shanghai vlog in the eye down below if you missed that. And I just never got around to testing it. And I was kind of like digging through my foundations today to see what to review. None of the new releases were really like popping out at me, and I just wanted to kind of go through. I have a whole bin of foundations still to try that are just like random ones like this, and so we're doing it today. But this foundation is the Etude House Double Lasting Foundation SPF 34. All I could find online about this is that it says long-lasting foundation provides perfect cover and thin fitting feel. It doesn't really say what kind of coverage it's supposed to be or finish or anything. At least I couldn't find that online in English. But it does say it's a 24-hour lasting foundation that keeps makeup on without wearing off. It comes in 12 shades, not a great shade range, but I have the shade N02 Pure, which is the lightest in the neutral category. You can get this on YesStyle. YesStyle is one of my favorite sites to get like Korean and other kind of Asian beauty brands. They also have really good sales on there, so you can usually find makeup on there for super cheap. So right now on YesStyle, it's retailing for $17.01 when I'm looking at this, but they change their prices all the time, so it could drop or it could go up. But it has 1.05 ounces of product, so standard. So I'm going to insert swatches here so we can see how the shade N02, how it compares to some of my other foundations. Alright, so swatches. Right here is the Etude House Double Lasting Foundation in the shade N02. Next over is the Zoeva Foundation in 10N Glow that I reviewed recently. I'll have it down below. L'Oreal Fresh Wear in 410. Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in Fair Neutral, and Dermacol 208. So if you're excited for Foundation Friday videos and you enjoy while you're watching, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I feel like a hiccup is coming. Nope, maybe not. Alright, so I'm kind of going into this one a little bit blind since there's not a whole lot of information about it. It is 8:15, so we're just going to put it on my face, okay? Ooh, it sounds really liquidy. It has a glass frosted bottle and a pump, and this shade might be a little bit light. We will find out. So I'm going to do my usual brush on one side of my face, sponge on the other. Oh yeah, this shade's going to be light. Crap. So I bought this a long time ago. Okay, I'm just spreading this over. Sorry guys, I'll go over it with a sponge and just smooth it out after, but this is definitely spreading very far. I got way too much. Oh, the coverage looks nice. My face is way darker and more like red than my neck, so sometimes when I first put on, it initially looks too light, but then once my makeup, the rest of my makeup like bronzer and everything is on, it totally works. And looking at this shade, I think that might be the case because it doesn't actually look too far off from my neck. Since I just did the brush on both of those sides, I'm going to do a sponge on my forehead. It feels very lightweight, but I'm getting good coverage. Some of the reviews, I just quickly glanced over them on YesStyle, were saying that this foundation held up really well throughout the day and like lasted an entire, 12-hour shift, some people were saying. So I'm excited to see how this one wears. Ignore my eyes. They've been so red and just like irritated lately and just bloodshot. Contrary to popular belief, I do not do things that cause red eyes, if you know what I'm saying. It's looking like full coverage, but light full coverage. I still can see some like freckles and stuff coming through, but I'm gonna try building this up a little bit with a sponge since I still have some product. A little bit definitely goes a long way, so I like that. You don't need to use a ton of this. Like my normal, what I would use on half my face, basically covered almost my entire face, one layer. Okay, it's looking really nice. It's looking great on my forehead. Overall, it looks like about a satin finish right now. I don't think you can build this up to opaque full coverage, like it doesn't seem to be totally covering my scarring right there and some freckles and stuff, but I think you can get it to about full coverage. It's just not going to be like opaque. So if you have acne or something, you might still need to use something, concealer or another layer or something. Dude, that's looking good. I love how it's looking between my eyebrows and on my forehead. It looks like a natural satin finish, but with coverage. I think I could use a pore filling primer underneath with this one, but it's not, totally emphasizing it. It's looking good around my lip area so far, no creasing yet. So right now, what time is it? Right now it is 8:20. I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Then we'll do a shot in natural lighting and all of that jazz. Okay, so it's now 8:50, but the check-in time we're calling 8:30 since that's when I finished up with my face makeup. And you guys, it looks so pretty. I keep staring at it. It just looks so smooth and like together. I don't know, you know those foundations, those certain ones where you put on and you're just like, ooh, yeah. This is it. Right now, it's looking beautiful. I'm hoping it stays like this throughout the day. It does look like it's starting to crease a bit on my upper lip, and it's almost like there's a little bit of redness coming through around my nose, so I'm actually just gonna take my sponge and try and like cover that up a little bit. So we're gonna do a flash test and everything in a second, but for the rest of my face for makeup, so I didn't actually have to super set it. Like it does feel like there's a little bit of tackiness, but I basically only did a tiny bit of powder right here. I could blend my bronzer fine on top. I didn't have to set like all over. I think you could go either way with this one, setting or not. Whenever I want just like an overall bronze to my face that looks really natural on fair skin, I use the Bare Minerals Original Medium 10 powder foundation, and then I put on Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I've been raving about this, love it. Mineral Fusion blush, this is in the shade Pale. This is from Whole Foods. You can get it on Thrive, not Thrive, what's the other one? I'll link it down below, but it's like a natural, you know, green kind of makeup brand. Then for eyes, I just did something super simple, but I really like how it turned out. I used the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Chill Girl. It's just like a white kind of shiny metallic, and I just put that towards like the first part of my eye, and then on the rest of my lid I used Satin from Lorac. This is their new, oh, look at that, holy crap, oh my god, I could stare at that all day. I don't even know what these are called, doesn't say. Link it down below. I've been loving Lorac eyeshadows. I feel like they have some of the best, most underrated eye products. And then I just put on a bronzer in my crease for the other eyeshadow, and that was it. And then I just used some of this Milani Stay Put eyeliner in Semi-Sweet, which is like a brown eyeliner. I've been really liking this to just smudge on the top instead of doing a liquid liner. It just like adds some definition. Oh, and then for lips, I used Sleek Matte Me. I don't love this. This is in the shade Feels. I like the shade, but the formula of this is just like kind of see-through and a little bit patchy, so I don't recommend this. But then I'd layered on top the Sephora liquid lipstick in 32 just to make it look a little bit more opaque and like come together a little bit. And I think that's everything. I always have my necklaces, nail polish, jewelry, shirt, everything is down below. These are Miranda Fry. I do have a discount code with Miranda Fry, and these are thrift store. And then I link the other ones I can from my earlobes down below as well. So check-in time is 8:30. Let's go see what this looks like in natural lighting, and we'll do a flash test. All right, so here we are in natural lighting in front of the window, and it's pretty dark and like dreary out today. It's like pouring rain too, so lighting's not great, but it looks so good. I'm loving how it looks. Let me zoom in. My New Year's resolution is to not say I'm gonna zoom in, just zoom in. So here's how it looks on my forehead. Just sitting on the skin, so nice, and I love how it has coverage, but it still looks natural in a weird way. Starting to get a little bit of creasing. Hopefully that doesn't get worse, but not bad. And then it just looks really nice on the skin, and especially around my pores, like it just looks a little bit smoothing. Let's do a flash test. It takes me so long to figure out how to get the flash on with this new phone every time. It's weird. It's not just like you gotta do something. I never know how I actually get there, so I just have to figure it out every time. Okay, so considering the shade is about maybe half a shade too light in real life, I actually think it looks pretty good in flash. Doesn't look too crazy, like I could wear this in flash. Now that the rest of my makeup is on, by the way, I didn't really talk about the shade, I think it can work. Like, I don't know if I would need to get a darker shade. I think it actually totally works. I just would have to use that like Bare Minerals bronzer, kind of like a more natural looking bronzer all over when I use this one. That's where we're at. I'm gonna do, nope, I'm not doing the rest of my makeup. What am I doing? I gotta work on this friggin' Ulta makeover video, which will have gone up way before this video goes up, but oh my god, it's been a beast to edit. It's taking me like 2 separate whole days to edit right now, so I am gonna try and finish that up. So I'll see you guys in a few hours back in natural lighting. Okay, it's currently 2:30, so the foundation's been on for 6 hours now. It still looks really good. Like, minimal creasing on the upper lip. It looks a little bit like it's starting to break down a tiny bit around my pore area, but again, I would probably put a primer underneath there and maybe even a little powder. But my forehead still looks really good and smooth. Everything's looking good. 6 hours in, that looks pretty killer on my forehead. So I'll see you guys at the end of the night after 10 hours. Okay, it's now 5:53. I'm ending this a little bit early because I'm not feeling well right now, but it's been on for almost 10 hours, just about 10 hours. I still think it looks really freaking good for being on for 10 hours. Let me zoom. Okay, I'm not saying that anymore. Like my forehead, pretty much everywhere still looks really nice. It looks like I've had it on for maybe like half a day, not like a full 10 hours. So for around 17 bucks or whatever you can get this at, you could probably get it for cheaper. I think it's totally worth the trying out, especially if you have like normal to oily skin, because this one seems like it would be so long lasting. I think you would still have to powder if you had oily skin, but it's just held up amazing. So I am excited to play around with this one. I think I would need to mix the shade. That's the only thing I haven't liked looking at my face throughout the day. I just feel like the shade is a little bit too pink or something. It's not really showing up here how it looks in the rest of my house, but I definitely think it's a little bit light or pink or something, so I think I would need to mix something in with this one. But I really like it. Super long lasting, didn't crease bad, and I think it looks beautiful. So let me know what you guys think down below. If you've tried this, let me know down below. If there are any other Etude House products you think I should try, that'd be fun to do like a whole video on Korean makeup or Etude House or whatever, so let me know down below. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.